Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem by Kiora and Cassia Engelman.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we'd watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Graduates, you can sit. Please be seated. Can you all hear me back there in the corner, farthest away? Yes? Okay. How about over there? Great. Well, good afternoon. My name is Jeff Chang, and I'm Crittenden's principal. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to the graduation ceremony of Crittenden's class of 2015. Yes, let's give them a round of applause. So, graduates, last week I asked you guys to give me suggestions on what you wanted to hear in this speech. You remember that? Many of you wanted to hear me talk about my favorite memories of middle school, of you guys. Several of you asked me to share some wisdom on how to be successful in high school. But a very special group of you were bold enough to ask me about my hair. Specifically, how I lost it all. It's okay. I'm not mad you asked, but now you have to listen. So here goes. I remember waking up one morning when I was about 19 years old and seeing a bunch of hairs on my pillow. This was horrifying, especially since I was 19 years old, and this continued week after week. For a few years, I tried everything. I used products and new hairstyles to try to cover up. I spent hundreds of dollars on that stuff that promised to grow back my hair. Obviously, none of them worked. So one day, after about 4 years of anguish and attempts to hide this secret, I decided that I was tired of hiding. So I shaved my head and did nature's work for her. And I've kept this hairstyle ever since. Why am I telling you this? Well, because the more I thought about it, the more I realize that there are parallels between my story and your transition from childhood to adulthood over the past 3 years at Crittenden. Both are awkward, full of self-doubt, self-consciousness, and maybe even some self-loathing. Both involve loss. Mine was my hair, and you're seeing your childhood come to a close. But maybe most importantly, both are transformative events that shape the way I hope you look at the world. Because once I decided to stop hiding and to just shave off what hair I had left, I freed myself to love and accept who I am. My hope for all of you is that whatever insecurities you may have, that you find the inner strength to own them, make them part of you, and turn them into strengths. I know you can do this because you're talented, you're hardworking, you embody the Panther pillars like perhaps no other class has before. Time and again, your teachers and I have remarked how diligent and resilient you are and how much we look forward to hearing about your successes in high school and beyond. So congratulations, class of 2015. I look forward to shaking each and every one of your hands in a few moments. But before that, we have a few distinguished guests that I have the honor of introducing, and the first of them is Dr. Kevin Skelly, our superintendent.
Thank you, Mr. Chang. I was thinking about what to say today, and I was reminded of the great Greek philosopher Cicero. And if you don't know who Cicero is, go home and ask your parents or look it up on Wikipedia. But Cicero is supposed to be the author of the saying that gratitude is not the greatest virtue, but it is not only the greatest virtue, but it is the source of all other virtues. And so that's a good conversation for you to have with your parents. But if you don't have that conversation with your parents and with your teachers as you leave today, I hope that you will stop and thank them for all that they've given you, that you'll be grateful for that. These teachers have worked their magic with you for these past 3 years, and today is almost all about you, and that's the way it should be. But I hope that you will take a few moments to thank your teachers, to thank your parents, and to remember the journey and the time that they've been so supportive of you these past 3 years. And I know they're full of pride as they look forward to your next great steps on your journey through life. So with that, I'm going to turn this over to two of our board members who also have a few words for you. So congratulations, Crittenden class of 2015.
Oh, hello, I'm Bill Lambert, and on behalf of the Board of Trustees of the Mountain View Wistman School District, we'd like to all congratulate the Crittenden Middle School class of 2015. We've done a lot of hard work to get here, made great accomplishments, and I take the words from Dr. Skelly that you have a lot to be thankful for, and your parents, your grandparents, your brothers and sisters who have all helped you to become young adults. And as you go forward into high school, you should take all these memories with you from Crittenden Middle School and make Crittenden proud of you in the classes that follow so that you can set an example for all the kids who are coming after you. So congratulations.
Good evening, good afternoon, graduates. My name is Greg Coladonato. I'm a fellow trustee with Trustee Lambert. I agree with everything he said. I'd like to add one thing, though, since you never stop learning, even on graduation day. And as you may not know, Dr. Skelly is a math teacher. So please excuse him when he calls Cicero a Greek philosopher. He was a Roman philosopher. So you don't want to take your classics lessons from a math teacher, but That being said, he's right about most things. So always keep learning, and congratulations on your accomplishments.
And now we're going to hear from our first student speaker, Nicole Trujillo.
Welcome parents, teachers, students, and all that are here today to the 2015 Crittenden Middle School Graduation. My name is Nicole Trujillo, and I am very honored to have the privilege of being able to speak in front of all of you today. Today we are here to celebrate the ending of our middle school accomplishments and the beginning of our path to high school. I would like to acknowledge all the hard work that has gone into our education. First, I would like to thank my parents. They have always pushed me to strive for excellence. I've had my ups and downs throughout middle school, but I can always count on them for encouragement. Yes, they have gotten upset with me, but I know that it's because they care for me and they want for me to have a better education that they never got growing up. Not only have my parents played a huge role in my life, but my teachers as well. I appreciate all of my teachers, but I would like to specifically thank Mr. Ochoa and Ms. Pablo. Mr. Ochoa, even though I've only had you for 1 year, I've learned so much about being a student. Memories that I'll always remember are QCC and Bluff, even though I never really commented during class. But seeing everybody enjoy it was enough for me. From you, I've learned that it is important to never give up on you myself and to keep striving to do better the next time. Thank you for everything, and I wish you the best. Ms. Potter, thank you for making your class so interesting. I've never really liked science, but being in your class has taught me that science can be very fun with a teacher like you. Through the years, I've learned that success can be achieved with determination. Many people have different perspectives on the measurement of success. For example, some people might measure success by their type of career, whereas another might measure success by the amount of money they have. Success for students may look like getting good grades, passing exams, or even making the basketball team. You see, all these make us feel proud and confident in who we are, but we achieve all our goals and dreams and how successful we are by being determined. I would like to thank my fellow peers for enduring all the hard work our middle school years have offered us. Teacher, surgeon, remember to never give up and keep striving for excellence as you achieve your goals. As the famous Steve Jobs once said, your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2015.
And we have our second student speaker, who is Emma Van Guns.
Hello. My name is Emma Van Guns, and I've been attending Crittenden Middle School since the first day of 6th grade. Throughout these few yet determinedly important years, I've changed from a carefree young girl who didn't brush her hair before school and always forgot to do her homework to a teenager. My 11-year-old self was drastically different from my 14-year-old being. When I first entered the waters of the vast ocean called Crittenden, I immediately sank to the bottom. I was afraid of the raging currents above me. I was overwhelmed with work and had a fully packed schedule. I was confused. Why was this significant? I had always held the belief that middle school was exactly what it was called, a middle. 3 potentially miserable years that would only bridge over the simplicity of childhood to the complexity of being an adult. So you can imagine my surprise when I realized it was a completely independent series of events. I adjusted. I swam faster and I surfaced the deep sea. I found myself some fish that bore the same bright, unique stripes that I did. Middle school is an in-between, but as far as I can tell, In-betweens are what make up so much in life. The things that we learn to be prepared for our futures in middle school, or the things that we learn to be prepared from just being in middle school, that will help us for the rest of our lives. I'm trying not to make this speech overly long because I'm only here to offer an insight of what we experienced. There are so many things I could say that would only lead to one overbranching conclusion that I drew as my time from a student here. And that is that every nasty piece of gossip spread about you, each compliment that someone stuck on the inside of your locker, those will change you, just ever so slightly. And just like those moments change you, phases such as the ones we are completing right now in this stuffy gym change us. I will now state an overly used yet completely true phrase. Our time really is now. It might not have been middle school was a bridge, but it's a bridge that needs to be crossed to become a more mature person. It might not have been exactly a pleasant journey for all of us in these seats to cross it today. We each took our time here at Crittenden a different way, whether it was diving headfirst into school and extracurriculars or hanging back and focusing on our social lives. That bridge was crossed by us all. We made it here today, and we're not even close to done with our growth. Let's enjoy having our unmovable ideals moved. Enjoy being young, but not a child. Enjoy not having to follow every rule set. Yes, it's true. Our time is now. Thank you so much to everyone who's helped me at least try to figure out who I am or who I want to be. I'm sure I speak for so many. Thank you for listening to me rant about something slightly atypical for a grad speech. And thank you for being here today to watch the Crittenden class of 2015 join an even larger ocean. Congratulations to us all.
Thank you, Nicole and Emma. Those were wonderful. Before we move on to the presentation of diplomas, I want to acknowledge that yesterday morning we had our 8th grade award ceremony, during which many of our students received awards for academics, for civics, for participation. And I just wanted to invite anybody who received an award yesterday to please stand and be acknowledged now. Thank you. And now for the presentation of diplomas.
Antonio de Jesus Acosta. Anthony Aguilar Camacho. Isaac Ignacio Aguilar. Jamie Marie Albrighton. Luis Jaime Anguiano Torres. Jordi Emmanuel Ariano Gomez. Osvaldo Ariano. Samantha Sarah Avalos. Victor Samuel Baird. Abigail Batania. Nicholas Takumi Borda. Gabriela Brianna Boudreau. Abriana Miche Bracy. Abigail Iola Bridges. Jason Ryan Broyles. Kirsty Morag Bryden. Hannah Antoinette Felicitas Capao. Jessica Carrillo. Brandon Kamsuk Cash. Jarek Castino. Philip Chen. Isabel Jessica Chuck. Juan Huesca Gayton. Jesse Daniel Castillo. Andrew Emmanuel Cervantes. Jessica Chen. Kyle Chen. Roy Cook. Jaden Alexa Correa.
Jacob Dean Cortines. Lilia Marie Cotterell. Oliver Harland Craven. Andres Farias Cruz. Janessa Bartolome Cruz. Jonathan Alberto Cruz Reyes. Joanna Cuevas. Melissa Angelica da Costa Darras. Steve Dela Cruz Munoz. Charles Kevin Diang. Paulo Anthony Del Pialago. Louis Anthony Diaz. Kevin Lisbeth Duarte Chacon. Yuri Duran. Cassia Annalise Engelman. Kiora Julie Adele Engelman. Diego Arturo Escalante Ayala. Andrew Paul Esquivel. Anayensi Favela. Ari Benjamin Finesmith. Cynthia Yasmin Galindo Herrera. Rochelle Marislaces Galindo Cuevas. Yesenia Lisette Garcia de la Cruz. Fernanda Noeli Garcia. Karina Patricia Garcia. Jesus Garcia Cardenas. Selene Gukshen. Laura Rosa Gonzalez Perez. Ashley Daniela Guido.
Arlene Gutierrez Hernandez. Michael Adam Gutierrez. Oscar Eduardo Guzman Melchor. Ari Daniel Guzman Maya. Marquise Andre Hall. Kirsten Brooke Harkins. Connor Michael Lee Hart. Liam Patrick Healy. Daisy Lizeth Herrera. Fiona Paige Householder O'Neill. Samuel Shao. Naaman Tut. Rafael Huesca Pantillas. Josue Evaristo Ibarro Prado. Ethan Tyler Yenny. Jaden Rose Kennedy. Krishna Adrian Kumar. Giselle Yvette Landaverde. Erica Lee. Salvador Vincente Lee. Kieran Matthew Lachin. Jonathan Alexander Lopez Martinez. David Lopez Ortega. Nico Galvez Lopez. Stacy Lopez. Idalia Guadalupe Lopez Martinez. Isaiah Lorenzo Garcia. Nadiezhda Rizel Lupkin.
Catherine Ann Lupone. Ariana Nicole McDavid. Janet Alejandra Macias. Hannah Leigh Puckett McGeen. Gerald King Obriga Mangalinden. Sarai Karina Margues Esquivel. Yalila Cota Martinez. Mariana Francesca Martinez Serna. Anna Grace Mata. Vanessa Mata. Sarah K. Mayo. Ashlyn McCune. Desiree Nadine Medina. Maxander Antonio Melgar. Elvis Roni Mendoza Arellano. Oscar Daniel Mendoza Morales. Stefan Meyer. Sebastian Huerta Montebello. Anthony Jorge Montes. Emily Ashley Munguia. David Munoz Jr. Alexis Munoz Yepes. Michael Carl Gunnar Omunder. Andrea Orozco. Adrian Ismael Ortiz. A.K. Adric Osborne. Andrew Hayden Pacheco. Jennifer Padilla Avila. Juan Manuel Pardo Monroy.
Josie Rodriguez Paredes. Sudala Padavong. Paulo Antonio Pimentel. Rosa Alejandra Ramirez Lopez. Jasmine Rose Ramirez. Lisbeth Leilani Rascon. Shelby Pearl Redeker. Lisbeth Rios Camacho. Emilio Josué Rios Sandoval. Francisco Miguel Rivera Navarro. Edgar Rivera Garcia. Nicholas Jamal Robinson. Axel Rodriguez Hernandez. Julian Alexander Rodriguez. Stephanie Rodriguez. Ulysses Romero Garcia. Uriana Rosas Gervasio. Kelsey Samantha Salguero Romero. Kevin Francisco Sanchez Bolanos. Jimena Sanchez Miranda. Gina Sanchez Llarena. Angelina Moraya Sanchez Murillo. Ashlyn Sandoval Rodriguez. Anthony Alexander Santuario Castaneda. Karina Shaw Chavez. Monish Melvin Shankar. Fernando Cias Saavedra. Deborah Isel Solares. Savannah Marie Stevens.
Wyatt Phoenix Stoller. Stephen Alexander Tankersley. Miguel Angel Tepepe Bolaños. Benjamin Arthur Tice. Marco Antonio Torres Romero. Atenil Torres Gonzalez. Nicole Trujillo. Sydney Marie Tuggle. Tamia Daylin Turner. Jonathan de Jesus Uribe. Eduardo Angel Uriel Medina. Rosa Catarina Usitalo. Katrina Oy. Emma Louise Van Guns. Julian Alexander Vega. Tanaya Claire Veach. Jesus Alberto Ventura Garcia. Cesar Villa Yepes. Gabriel Nathan Verueta Valverde. Athena Mariah Vivo Galdames. Kimberly Mi Kim Vo. Kabir Pushkar Wagla. Marion Mian Wang. Robin Watson. Bo David Wilds. Ariana Tuloto Kamaile Wong. Michelle Ewan. Mengwei Cindy Joe. Sarah Nicole Suswaragi. Adeline Marie Sweisen.
Well, I guess the only thing left to say is, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Crittenden graduating class of 2015.